Well, we made it up to Sam Knob. Well, we're at the parking lot for Sam Knob, and this place is packed. I'm surprised at how many people are here. It's real funny. It's so great. I drive up here and I get into the parking lot area and I see all the cars and somebody's coming out. And look at how funny this is, right? So where am I going to park? I'm thinking I'm going to have to park down the street where all the cars are at. And a couple was leaving and they left and the van is parked right at the entrance to the trail. Talk about a Rodney Dangerfield, must be the front row. Isn't that great? All right. Well, I'll see you on the trail. Looking forward to it. Well, I am very happy to report that I've made it up to the top of Sam Knob. This is not a hard hike. I have about a 40-pound pack, maybe a little more, with all of my gear, photography gear, drone, the tent. And you have to, if you come up here and camp, you do have to use a bear vault, which I will show you what those are. I would take the ranger's recommendation and use one. Bears can be pretty feisty. Also, there's really nowhere to hang a bag up here. The shrubbery is all pretty low. Lots of raspberries and blackberries. It's pretty amazing. So on Levi's suggestion, I came up here. I was trying to fly the drone down in the field down there. It's a beautiful meadow. All kinds of like wild larkspur, black-eyed Susans. It's amazing down there. So I was going to fly the drone and the gimbal is malfunctioning. So I'm going to work on fixing that after I get the tent set up. It's going to be a beautiful night up here. There's no doubt in my mind. And I got an amazing campsite. So we'll go set up camp and see what we can come up with for photography on the top of Sam Knob in the Pisgah National Forest. All right. Thanks for joining me on my adventures, by the way. I can't say thank you enough. I so much appreciate it. One of the things that I've observed and I find so utterly fascinating up here is I'm up at, I think this is about 6,000 feet, maybe not quite, maybe a little more. There is such an abundance of flowers here, textures galore, colors galore, and it's really interesting to me because I feel like it's a lot like our lives, where you have things that are huge that you're trying to overcome and trying to defeat, or trying to scale, or trying to ascend, and right in front of you, underneath your feet or at waist level, is some of the most stunning beauty that you could ever see. And I think it's important in life that we always remember to stop and slow down. One of the things this trip is doing for me is it's forcing me to hurry up and wait, slow down a lot. There's not a lot I can do while I'm waiting for cloud cover to go away, or for the sun to go down, or for, once I get up and set up camp, I've got nothing, So I'm going to do a little bit of macro photography with my zoom lens here. This is my 70 to 200 lens, and it's a macro lens. Now you'll notice, just in case you haven't, the tripod is hooked to a bracket that goes on this lens, not to the camera body. Right here, it's hooked here to the lens with this special bracket. The reason that we have that bracket on there is because this lens is so heavy and so long that the axis, or the center of gravity, is more in here. And if I were to put it on the tripod with the camera here, it would constantly be weighting down the camera and pulling it down. It would not hold very well. So we're gonna photograph some of this and a few other things, and I'm just gonna take a minute and show you that texture. I think it's really, really beautiful. So as I had suspected, where the sun's going down over there, it turned out to be really, really pretty. The sun got behind the clouds and was shooting off rays behind the clouds through the mountains because of all the humidity, of course. It was really great. Got that shot, I can show you. Now we're waiting for the sun to go down below the horizon to see if it makes this sky light up. And then I'm going to bed because I was up early and up late and did a hike, and I'm tired. All right, so let's see how that goes in just a minute here. All right, here we go. The light show's starting. This is exciting. Well, good morning. It's been a beautiful morning on top of Sam's Knob. The stars out here were really, really pretty. Whenever I come up to places like this, alone, it's alone time, it's really just something where I see God's magnificence. And every sunrise is different. Every sunset is different. They're never, ever the same. Every day the clouds form different in the valleys here. Every day the clouds form different in the sky. It's like David says, I think it's in Psalm 19, I'm pretty sure, but you know, the sun rises with fury and goes and sets again, and it just keeps doing it over and over while we walk through our lives. It just really, it's overwhelming is the only way I know how to put it. When you're out here and you see this kind of stuff, and you work to get here and you work to find it, and you just get it. When I'm out here and I'm doing this and I'm making these videos and I'm enjoying the time, I really appreciate the relationships that I have with the people that I have. I look forward to going back home and seeing them. In spite of all the fighting, in spite of all the arguing, in spite of all the things that we do, you know, Proverbs says, where there are oxen, the stable is a mess. That's the way it is, you know. If you want to have a harvest and you want to have food and you want to have a relationship, you got to have the necessary things to have those things, and it creates a mess. But we can enjoy the fruits of that too if we're really smart and we really focus. Well, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, I'd love it if you hit the like button. And you know, if you aren't subscribed, if you subscribe and maybe hit the notification so you know when I post new videos. I'd love to have you around, and you know, if you share my channel or share the video with other people, that really helps me a lot as I try to grow this YouTube thing, but more importantly, so more people can see this beauty, because it's stunning. All right, well, thanks a lot. I appreciate you coming by, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.